Hello and welcome back to Metro State Denver as we have playoff baseball yet again for you. Mountain Vista taking on Pine Creek here in their second elimination game of the day. Winner moves on to next week. Starting pitcher today for Mountain Vista will be Ben Cole, the sophomore making his first appearance on the varsity team. First pitch from Cole fouled off.
Ben Cole, being on the freshman team last year, made a big step up to JV, and now he's up on the varsity squad with his first pitching debut.
Watches the second one in there for a strike, and he's quickly got the first batter down 0-2 here. And good off-speed pitch, nearly got him there. He really wanted that one, didn't get the call though.
Up to bat, we have number 15, Riley Cornelio.
Another pitch in the dirt there, doesn't get it, so we'll even the count up at 2-2 now. This one just tapped weakly in front of the mound. McGill picks it up and throws over to first to get the first out of the ball game.
Great start for Mountain Vista. Still hyped from their game earlier today where they beat Rocky Mountain 2-1. Let's see if they can come back with another win for the day to go into next week. First pitch right down the third base line, but picked by Sam Ireland, who throws it across to get the out. Incredible play. Seemed like he fumbled it a little bit right there.
Yeah, he fumbled it for a second there, but he kept his composure. Really good job there from Ireland to record the out.
2 outs. We had the coin toss earlier, and now Mountain Vista is the home team, so Pine Creek as the away team is up to bat first here at the top of the first inning.
Parker Gregory up to bat for Pine Creek right now. Drives this one to left field. Alessandro going back and making a leaping catch in left to retire the side.
That was a fantastic catch by Alessandro. Well played.
A good job by Ben Cole. Good first inning for him. Retires the side 1-2-3, so good way to start off your varsity career, I'd say.
Ben Cole trusting his defense on those plays. Instead of, he knows he's not as powerful as a pitcher as Jack Liffrig, as we saw earlier in the day today, but he was just trusting his defense and allowing the players to hit it right to them.
Yeah, he did a good job there of just letting Pine Creek hit it. Really the only solid contact made was by Gregory, who flew out to center, but Alessandro made a good catch out there. Allowed Pine Creek to not get on base. Leading off for the game will be Zach Paschke, the shortstop. Had a triple in his last game. Came with 2 outs though, so did not come around to score. Looking to start something off early on here in this one. Hopefully they'll get up on the board a little bit earlier in this one than previously.
Yeah, that was a little stressful last game, but they're feeling good. They were looking confident towards the end of the game, and hopefully they'll drag that into this one too. Pine Creek also starting cold since they didn't have a game earlier. We'll see how they react to all this energy brought by Mountain Vista right now.
Gregory on the season with a 1.87 ERA. Pretty solid there over 15 innings. It's not really a big sample size for him, but still 1.87 is a very solid ERA to have. Zach Paschke up to the plate now. Third baseman playing in a little further. Squares around to bunt, watches that one for a strike. Third base playing right about even with the bag now. The second pitch to Paschke nearly hits him. The 1-1 offering to Paschke. Swung on and popped up high. Not going to get out of the infield here. Second baseman calling for it and makes the catch to get out Paschke. Kyle Morin out there at second base to record the first out of the game.
Always tough for those first batters, though, because they haven't seen the pitcher as much as everyone else has, so they're the first ones to really test them out, see what they have.
Up to bat now for Mountain Vista is Drew Stahl. Didn't really have too much going for him in the last game as he took an 0 for 3. Trying to bunt for a hit here and just pops out to the pitcher, so another poor at bat for Stahl on the day.
Not really sure what that was. It's kind of like a half swing, trying to decide whether to bunt or not, but mistakes are made, but he'll be back later in the game. Sam Ireland up to bat now with 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
First pitch swung on and missed. Kind of pulled out on that one. I don't think he was fully committed to that swing. Second pitch to him will be high for ball 1. Count even at 1-1 here. Ireland awaiting the third pitch to him, and he'll catch that one for a strike.
New ref, but same zone, it looks like, that outside corner.
So a 1-2 count out to Ireland. Swing and driven hard, and it'll get it down for a base hit.
Great contact. You watched the fastballs, and they sat back on that changeup to pull it right down the third base line to get the first hit of the day.
Good piece of hitting there by Ireland. Keep alive 1-2 and then drive a good ball into left field to get on base. That'll bring up the catcher Grant McGill now. McGill's first pitch to him will go outside for ball 1.
Seems like Mountain Vista's kind of adjusting better to this pitcher just because he's more of a little quicker speed than the pitcher against when they were playing against Rocky Mountain earlier today.
Called for a strike there. Catcher dropped it. Evens the count at 1-1. And like you were saying, it seems like his off-speed stuff, at least so far to this point, hasn't been breaking as much either as the previous pitcher, Jake Campbell, against Rocky Mountain. So looked like a pretty good pitch there. Right on the outside part of the plate, called for a ball. This one driven, and it'll be another base hit for Mountain Vista. So with 2 outs, they get 2 base hits, and they'll have a runner on first and second now with 2 outs.
Solid base hit right over the shortstop, right in no man's zone.
So a pinch runner come out. Looks like it's Patrick Holton coming out. In the game against Mullen, he had 3 stolen bases as a courtesy runner, so certainly a speed threat out there on base. And Alessandro Aragon up to bat now. Has 2 home runs in each 2 of his games, so he's got a little bit of a streak going for him, I guess you could say. Not a very long one, but certainly, I guess, a start to one. Likely hoping to continue that one in this one. With 2 men on and 2 out. The first pitch to Aragon. A little half-hearted swing again there.
Mid-swing, he's thinking like, man, this is probably not the pitch I should be swinging at.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty low, so I think he kind of picked it up a little bit late out of the hand of Gregory.
It just shows, though, that he's aggressive and willing to swing for it.
Took a big cut there. Like you said, pretty aggressive, and aggressive with that swing, it certainly was.
0-2 pitch with 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
The 0-2 to Aragon. High for a ball. Vista certainly has a good opportunity here to take an early lead, which I think they would like to do, especially with a young pitcher out on the mound in Ben Cole. The 1-2 offering to Aragon. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
The outside corner's been killing Mountain Vista for the past couple games, so what do you think they need to do to adjust to that?
You know, I think they got to just maybe hug the plate a little bit more. It seems like most of these pitchers want to go to the outside part of the plate a lot more. They don't want to put it inside where potentially someone could drive it down the line or anything. So we'll have to see how they play to that, I suppose.
Haven't seen any defensive shifts by Pine Creek. Players such as Zach Patchke and Sam Ireland like we did in the last game.
They did shift their second baseman over in the Rocky Mountain game, but no such shift to speak of in this one. So coming up to the plate to lead off for Pine Creek, it'll be Jeremy Onken. Onken batting a .355 this season with 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, 17 RBIs to his name.
Looking like a pretty solid and a pretty impactful player for Pine Creek as he pulls him right down the right field line. That's a single. And the first hit for Pine Creek of the day.
Wasn't really solid contact, but he just hit it up and over the infield. Drops one into the opposite field and right field for him and gets on base. So Pine Creek will get its first base runner as Drake Logan comes up to the plate now. The first pitch is hit weakly to shortstop Paschke. They're going to try and turn two here, and Zachem comes off the base there.
Tries to put the tag on it, but just misses. Looked like a little bit of a wild throw from Drew Stahl, but no runners advanced, and we're still with one runner on first base, now with an out.
And so Coach Quintana, I think, is going to come out and try to appeal this call. It seemed that Zachem almost had tagged him on back as he went and kind of spun around there, so I think he's going to try and appeal this one to the first base umpire. You can always appeal to the home plate umpire in this situation, and it looks like they're going to have a conversation out there, the two field umpires, as well as the home plate umpire now coming out to join them. I think it's a good challenge here by Coach Quintana. Definitely was a pretty close play there at first. From up here, it appeared that Zachem had tagged him, but I thought he was already on the base. So, should be interesting to see what they rule here. And they will call him safe. So nothing changes now.
Just one out on the board now.
Drake Logan out on first base. And it'll be Zach Heisler up to the plate.
Zach Heisler batting a .412 this season. Looking really good with 5 home runs to his name. So pretty powerful hitter for this team.
And he's sitting in the 6th hole here, so kind of almost like a John Zachem position where he hits the ball really well and everything, but he's down in the 6th spot. Still a lot of good plays that you can make though down in that part of the lineup though. Get a lot of runners on base. Second pitch to in there for a strike. I'm sorry, that was first pitch to him.
Eisler also has 31 RBI, so you know he's looking for to get that first guy on first base, Logan, around to score early in this ball game to get that lead.
Cole's offering to him will be low for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1.
Sophomore Ben Cole keeps with that lefty kick. It's again just like live for a glass game, just holding off those guys at first base from stealing.
As you mentioned that, he throws one over there to first. Logan back in there pretty easily though. The 2-1 offering now. Swings right through that one. And so it'll be 2-2 now, 1 out. The 2-2, high and outside for ball 3. Count will be full now, 3-2. The 3-2 offering from Cole, swung on and missed for strike 3. Good pitch there from Ben Cole.
Good solid outside. He saw him kind of backing off the play a little bit and just pounded that outside corner where he couldn't reach for the second and third strike.
Good pitch there on Ben Cole with the 3-2 to get the second out of the inning. Now up to the plate will be Cade Kleckner. First pitch fouled off by Kleckner. It'll be an 0-1 count to him now. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line and left. This one's going to drop. And foul. Looked like it was going to stay fair from up here, but just hooked foul. That would have been trouble if it had dropped. Alessandro Aragon was shading more towards the center field side of things, and certainly was a long way to run for him.
Getting a little bit more windy out here, which will move the ball a little bit more. In that way, a little bit more of the favor for Vista.
The 0-2 pitch, runner on the move, swung on and popped up, and this one will get out of play.
Great jump by Logan on first base, getting a good lead. If that didn't go foul, he was at second safely.
I think they had almost a hit and run on there with 2 strikes, it looked like. Interesting call, but this one inside, good pitch. One-two count here on Keckler. And this one hit hard up the middle. It'll get over Paschke's head for a base hit. Logan will stop at second, so it'll be runners on first and second now. With 2 men out. Jake Danuski up to the plate now for Pine Creek.
Junior Danusi has not been playing very much this year, but when he is getting in, he's doing really good, batting a 400.
The first pitch to Danuski. Hit hard to the right field line. Jameson going back, misread that ball, and it'll get up and over his head. It'll go off the wall now. Pine Creek will get 1. They're sending another guy home. No throw from Drew Stahl, so Pine Creek goes up 2-0. It looked like Cooper Jameson misread that ball in the outfield and didn't go back on it as early as he should have.
The ball just seemed to carry farther and farther as he misread that route, like you were saying. Just getting right over his head. It was a costly mistake. Now the score is 2-0 Pine Creek with Danusi on second.
The first pitch from Cole to Foucher, the 9-spot batter. Misses with that one outside as well. It'll be 2-0 to Foucher now early on.
Ben Cole trying to find the zone. Seems to be hitting around the edges, trying to get the bat to swing.
2-0 offering is popped straight up and out of play.
Lost that one in the sun.
Yeah, certainly was hit pretty high up there. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed.
Great off speed, making him adjust to that.
So Cole evens the count now at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner standing on second. Swung on and fouled straight back to the net.
Ben Cole looking to shut out the inning so Mount Vista can come up with the bats.
The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again, so a good battle here between Cole and Foucher. Another 2-2 pitch here. Curveball. Thought he had him, but didn't get the call there.
May have been a little bit high for the ref. Looked pretty good for all of us, but
yeah, it could have been a little bit high there, but it was a good pitch. So now the full count offering is hit down the line, and it will go off the glove of Ireland. I think Paschke saves a run there by laying out for that ball.
runners now on first and third with 2 outs.
So now we'll see the pitching coach, Pavel, come out. Coach Pav, as they like to call him. Going to come out and talk to his young sophomore starter here.
Up to bat now is number 15, Riley Cornelio, at the top of the lineup.
Flew out his first time. So we'll have a runner on first and third here with 2 outs. Cornelio up to the plate. First pitch in there from Cole for strike 1.
Nice curveball starting high and then low and inside.
Second pitch from Cole. It's going to be hit down the line at third and go just foul. So Cole's got him at an 0-2 count now. Runners at first and third. And swung on and hit down the line yet again. Ireland going to have to make a tough play and dug out by Zackham, and it looked like he was safe at first base from up here, but called out at first. Good play there by Ireland on the backhand, and then having to get his momentum shifted the other way. Makes a strong throw over to first to retire the side.
Yeah, close call. Umpire called him out though. Getting Ben Cole and the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles out of that inning.
So 2 runs scored in that inning for the Pine Creek Eagles.
Gregory back up to the mound again.
Had a solid first inning. Gave up 2 hits though, so Vista could not score off of it. John Zackham will lead off for the Golden Eagles. Came in pretty clutch there in the last game, having a run scoring double right in the top of the 7th, so Vista could take the lead and then eventually go on to win that one. Looking to pick up right where he left off, I think, in the 7th. Try and get on base here and get something going for the Golden Eagles.
To bat first, we have John Zackham. See if he can get things rolling right off the bat.
First pitch to Zackham is inside for ball 1. I think Vista needs to be a little more patient here with Gregory. He seemed a little bit wild in the first. Definitely could really drive his pitch count up if they're patient at the plays. This one's fouled back.
Gregory, we haven't seen much of a strong off speed yet. He seems to be trying to pound the outside corners for Mountain Vista with his pure speed.
It definitely seems to be more of a fastball pitcher rather than an off-speed one. 1-1 pitch hits Zackham, so he'll get on first base.
Just like you were saying, be patient up there. He's throwing a little wild, and if you're just patient up there, you'll get the walk. A good pitch that you like, or you get hit like that. Clay Burke up to bat now. No outs. Runner on first. See if Mountain Vista can try and get John Zackham around to get their first score of the day.
Definitely, and I think right now the job for Clay Burke is just get him over as we see him squaring around to bunt, pick off over to first. Not in time as Zackham gets back. I think it's a good idea to throw the pick-off move over there when you see Clay Burke square around. Definitely could be getting a little antsy there on first. There's a good bunt here from Burke down the third base line. And so he does his job there and moves Zackham over.
Gets out, but now Cooper Jamison up to bat. Mount Vista hoping to be able to get John Zackham back to home plate. If they can do that, then they'll be able to stay into it. Cooper Jamison ranks 308 this year, with 21 RBIs. Let's see if he can get 22nd.
Hits this one up and foul. And like previously mentioned in the game before, him and Trevor Price splitting time out there in right field. Both of them been hitting fairly well of lately. Price took an 0 for 3 though in the previous game. Jameson went 0 for 3 as well in the game yesterday against Arapahoe. He swings through that one. So down 0-2 now. Jameson awaiting the 0-2 pitch now. And Gregory delivers, and it'll be strike 3 called. Good pitch there by Gregory right on the outside part of the plate. And strikes out Jameson. And now batting will be the center fielder, Zach Hoff. Hoff been struggling of lately. He's been 0 for 6 in the previous 2 games. Not much the Vista lineup has really put together here, only scoring 3 runs in the past 2. Trying to bunt for a hit there with 2 outs, pulls that one back for a ball. And they'll appeal to first, and they do say he did not go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Hoff square around again, as, well, now the third baseman comes in, but if he puts one down the first baseline, I think it's got a chance that he could beat one out. This one's high for a ball as well. Yeah, third baseman creeping in a little bit more now that Hoff squared around on his first go. The 2-0 pitch to Hoff. Swung on miss, way late. Back pick over to second, not in time. He was way late on that pitch, really had no chance. So we'll have a 2-1 count now to Hoff, with 2 outs and Zackham standing out there on second. And turns around, decides not to throw one over.
May have been a little bit close to a balk, but umpire didn't call it.
Hoff squaring around, pulls one back again, another ball. So it'll be 3-1 now to the speedy Zach Hoff. On deck is the ever so dangerous Zach Paschke. Seen him go deep a couple of times this season, hitting 7 home runs. And watches that one high for a ball. So with 2 men on, it'll bring up Zach Paschke.
It's a fast part of the lineup right there. We got Cooper Jamison, Zach Hoff, Zach Paschke, Drew Stahl. Arguably the 4 fastest kids in the Mount Vista history. Very quick, and they're able to get around the bases so when they make contact. Try to back pick. Back pick to second from the catcher. Not quite though.
First pitch was a ball, so we have a 1-0 count here to Paschke. Thought about going to second, but came home with it and threw that one low for another ball.
John Zackham at second seems to be trying to get catcher to throw back down there again.
The first throw down there on the back pick to Ha, and misses high again, so it's 3-0 now.
Catcher calls a timeout to go talk with his pitcher. What do you think they're talking about in there?
Probably, I think it's just trying to calm him down. He's been a little bit wild here the past two batters, and with two outs, you can't really let this inning slip away. We've seen this now 2 innings in a row where Gregory gets to 2 outs and seems to kind of struggle a little bit. First inning, he gave up 2 solid hit singles, and now in this one, he's given up a double and then a walk, and now has a 3-0 count to Paschke. I'd imagine Paschke's taken all the way on this one. Paschke calling time now. That pitch was right down the middle there, unfortunately for Gregory. Certainly a lot more energy in the dugout this time as
Another time. Fans are
not happy with that one.
about that.
Gregory just taking too long at the mound for Paschke's liking.
Vista dugout coming alive at this at bat as it is
And
ball 4.
So he'll walk the bases loaded now, and it brings up the dangerous Drew Stahl. Stahl 0 for 1 in this one. His first at bat, he had a bunt. I think it was going to be a bunt for a hit, but could not get it down. And now he'll come up here with the bases loaded and 2 men out.
Third base playing in while the first baseman is playing back a little more. It looks like the outfielders are also playing pretty deep. Try not to give up many runs.
Yeah, I think if Stahl can drop one in here, it'll score 2. He watches this one for a strike. Yeah, with Zach Hoff out there on second base with a lot of speed. Certainly, I think a good opportunity here for Stahl to score 2 of them if he can get one out of the infield. The 0-1 offering. And, they'll call a swing on that, and Stahl was not happy with that. It looked like he did not go around from up here, but umpire at home obviously thought otherwise, did not appeal down to first, and usually calls like that get the coaches a little bit fired up. The 0-2 pitch will be high for a ball.
1-2 as Gregory again just struggles to get this third out of the inning. Trying not to lose the 0-2 count. It's now 1-2.
Really, with the bases loaded here, Mount Vista needs to at least score 1. This pitch is in the dirt, but a good block there by the catcher.
2-2 pitch.
Catcher is Diedrich. He's not batting. He's being DH'd for in this one. He pitch inside again, so he'll starting to lose him a little bit here. Now the count is full 3-2 with 2 outs, and we'll see the runners going on the movement here.
Gregory thinking that one was a strike. Was not too happy when he saw that ball. Mount Vista side starting to get fired up. Just all calls time. Full count, 3-2, bases loaded.
Big spot here for Drew Stahl. The 3-2 pitch is high for ball 4, and he'll walk one home. Great at bat there from Drew Stahl. Was down 0-2 and watched 4 pitches to get ball 4.
Vista scores their first run of the game.
And so now
John Zackham comes home.
bases loaded, 2 men out, and the dangerous Sam Island up to the plate. 11 home runs on the season, team leader in RBIs, and he's got speed at every single base here. Takes a big cut and fouls one off, and he knows he just missed that one.
That was his pitch, and he knew it. He was so close to it. We'll see if he can get that one again. Got a great piece of that one. Got speed all around the bases.
The 0-1 offering. Inside for a ball. Pine Creek certainly thought that one was a strike.
Trying to get that curveball on the inside. It's tough to read as a hitter.
Gregory certainly wanted that call. He showed some frustration there after that one. So it'll be a 1-1 count here to Ireland. 1-1 pitch. Watches that one for a strike.
Off speed, threw him off.
And I think
He'll take a swing.
I think he was sitting fastball there, and then he got an off speed, and I don't think he was quite ready for that one.
1-2 pitch.
This one high and tight on him.
Gregory seemed to be hitting everywhere.
And this one goes behind the back of Ireland. So it'll be another full count here to Sam Ireland. The full count offering swung on and missed for strike 3.
It's plays like those where Mount Vista needs to score. They have bases loaded, leaving 3 stranded.
So Vista only gets 1 run in that effort. So it'll be 2-1. Ben Cole coming out for another inning of work here.
Mountain Vista, though, still cut the lead down, only to 1 run instead of 2, which is really going to help them in the long run, although they did need to score multiple times. It is 2-1 in the top of the 3rd inning. Pine Creek has the lead. Both teams are fighting for survival in this tournament, as a loser is done for the year.
Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting game here. It's the 1 and 2 seed coming into the game. Pine Creek won their first one, and then as Carter said at the top of the broadcast, lost their second one to Heritage 12-2. Kyle Morin up now for the Eagles. Watches that one high. Morin 0 for 1 in this one with a ground out. Second one in there is driven down the line, foul. Like it was a changeup there, and Morin was sitting on that one.
Infield playing deep. Grant McGill picks one from the dirt.
2-1 count here to Morin. The 2-1 offering swung on and popped up high. This one will drift out of play. So it'll even the count up at 2-2 now. Two offering. Swung on and popped up. Paschke settling under it and calling off Ireland. Makes the catch and will retire Morin.
Up to bat is the pitcher, not having the DH today.
Gregory had a hard hit ball in his first at bat that Aragon made a leaping catch in the outfield for. The first pitch to him, driven out there again. This one's going to hook foul, though.
Parker Gregory batting a .530, the highest on their team right now, but they have multiple that are above .450. This is a very good contact team.
This one swung on it hard to the second baseman's stall, and it's going to go under his glove. Be interesting to see if they ruled that one a base hit or an error. That's one that we're used to see Stahl making a play on, though.
Vista can't afford any more mistakes like those. They need to make those plays to get out of the inning so they can get the bat swinging again.
It would be Jeremy Onken. Pine Creek looks like they're not electing to use a courtesy runner here.
Mike, you were saying they did count it as an error on Drew Stahl. Strike 1.
Onken in his first at bat, hit a single right up and over the head of Stahl. Second pitch is low for a ball. A 1-1 offering from Cole, swung on and fouled back. So Cole's got Onken in a 1-2 count. Now we'll see what he turns to here. The runner on first. Looks like it was an off-speed pitch in the dirt. Back pick over to first. Not in time. Good throw there from Gill.
Greatest instinctive throw from Grant McGill. Saw him get a little bit too big of a secondary. Tried to back pick him, almost got him.
So it'll be a 2-2 pitch, runner on the move, and fouled off. Looks like it was a hit and run there, as that was a pretty measly pitch to swing at there.
And also there is a courtesy runner for
The
the pitcher Gregory. It is Jake Jones, who's a junior this year.
This one hit right back up the middle, nearly hits Cole. Paschke gonna step on second, over to first, and gets the out. Double play, Zach Paschke.
Great play by Zach Paschke, way to be able to get them out of the inning. He used that speed well, but as it seems that he's limping off the field. I think that maybe the slide got him right in the leg. We'll see if he comes back out the next inning. Gregory back on the mound, dealing well. Let's see if Mountain Vista can cut that lead and tie it up this inning. It's been a crazy tournament so far. Teams such as Mountain Vista losing in the first round to Arapahoe, also such as Pine Creek losing to Heritage. Later today at All City Stadium, 3 o'clock, Arapahoe will play Heritage. And also right after the game today at 12 at All City Stadium, Cherokee will play Mountain Range after Mountain Range beat Rock Canyon 4-0. Leading up to bat is catcher Grant McGill.
McGill stepping off. Gregory in for his second inning of work here. Or third inning of work, my apologies. Gave up 1 run last inning. This time able to cash in another, though, with the bases loaded.
Outside corner.
Ooh.
Been calling that all day, but not that one. As Grant McGill gets a ball for that.
McGill 1 for 1 on the day so far with a single. That one looked like it was in the same spot almost, and this time called for a strike. Third pitch, apologies. High. So count will go back to 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit hard, and it'll be a base hit for Grant McGill.
Grant McGill hitting those little bloopers right over the infield and in between the outfield all day today. Sometimes he gets a little bit under it and it gets too high, but on times like those, it looks good. As Patrick Holton comes in as a courtesy runner for Grant again.
We'll see what if Vista decides to send him or not. Holton, in his last time courtesy running, was in the Mullen and Legend games. Had 4 stolen bases between the two in each game. So definitely a speed threat out there on first.
Mountain Vista trying to save Grant McGill after he's caught the entire last game against Rocky Mountain, and also looking to catch him the entire game today. That is a lot of squatting.
Yeah, it's
that
a lot.
hurts.
A lot of squats, and it's certainly pretty warm out today, and I'm sure it's even hotter down there with the turf. Probably gets pretty hot in that all that gear that he has to wear.
Patrick Holton going as a high curveball gets away from the catcher. Patrick Holton gets up easy to second base.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy stolen base there from Patrick Holton. Pitch was over the head of Alessandro Aragon. A good job by Diedrich to pop up and grab that one, not allowing Holton. And he'll square around, pulls this one back. Not really what we're used to seeing from Alessandro, is square around like that, but in situations like this with a tight ball game, to advance the runner is a situational thing. As
Alessandro
misses that one, I think. It'll be a 2-1 count now. Squaring around again is Alessandro. This one over his head again. So it'll be a 3-1 count now to Alessandro Aragon. On deck is John Zackham.
No outs here in the bottom of the third inning.
Good opportunity here for Mount Vista. Going to swing on this one. Another one up by his head. It'll be ball 4. So 3 pitches up around the dome of Alessandro Aragon. 2 of them curveballs. Last one a fastball there. I think just getting away from Gregory. Didn't look like anything intentional. It'll be runner on first and second, and we'll have the coach from Pine Creek come out to the mound now. Likely just to calm his pitcher down here.
Pitching coach for Pine Creek coming out to try and calm down the offense as John Zackham is about to come up to bat.
Zackham walked in his first at-bat, later came around to score in that inning. That was last inning. Doubled in the last game to score the winning run in the top of the 7th. He's got a big chance here to tie the game for Mount Vista now. Coach and players going back to their respective spots now. As Zackham steps in. Big spot for him, really at the least. He just needs to move these runners over. He hits one out into the outfield though. It'll definitely score Holton with the speed he has. And a little pickoff move there over to second, and nothing doing there.
Mountain Vista with a great opportunity this inning to try and get some runs in with no outs, runners on first and second in the middle of their lineup.
First pitch to Zackham will be in there for strike 1. Seen that pitch called a ball and a strike so far in this game. Last game was a little more consistent. This one is more all over the place.
Just depends on how the umpire's feeling at that time.
Second pitch to Zackham outside, and so now Holton as well as Aragon will be able to advance there on the wild pitch. I think we'll rule that one.
Diedrich, the catcher, loses grip of the ball as it rolls all the way to the backstop. Runners advance now on third and second. Just a base hit could score 2 of them now.
The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Pine Creek can't afford to lose another run here.
And they got the infield playing in, all but the second baseman. And this one is outside, so it'll be a 3-1 count now to John Zackham, and he can sit fastball here.
Gregory looking a little uncomfortable up there on the mound, feeling the pressure of runners on third and second.
The 3-1 pitch, and it'll actually just be a little spin around there. Moves the runners back. No one was even covering the bag there, so Nothing really much going on there. We'll try it again now with the 3-1. Here we go. Strike. Swung on and missed.
There's no pressure here for John Zachem. There's no outs in the inning. You still have coming up Clay Burke also back there. It would be really helpful for Mount Vista if you can get a hit here.
The full count offers hit hard. And going way foul was that ball. Nearly cleared the tennis courts all the way down there.
Late into that one. If he was just a little bit earlier, that was a solid contact hit right there.
Definitely would have been driven pretty hard to the outfield there if he did hit that one. And he hits this one and it will drop for a base hit. Holton will come around to score and we have a tie ball game.
Alessandro stays at third. It's a great little blooper hit. Outfield is playing deep and infield is playing shallow. It's about the perfect spot right there.
It was a good at-bat there from Zachem. Made Gregory throw a lot of pitches and then ended up getting a single. So we'll have first and third now with nobody out. Clay Burke up to the plate, the designated hitter, batting for Ben Cole in this one. First at-bat had a sac bunt. Time called by the third baseman, and I think they're just going to go over some defensive signs here. Make sure everyone's on the same page.
Runs on first and third can be dangerous for the defense as the runner on first can run over to second. As if the catcher throws it, then that's an easy opportunity for Alessandro on third to score.
Alessandro with pretty decent speed. Pick off over there to Zachem. Gets back safely. I think Zachem in this game, as well as Burke, have combined for the most pickoff moves over to them between the two games so far. As Burke drives this one into the gap, and it will drop. And it'll be extra bases here for Clay Burke. They're going to send John Zachem home. We'll have a play at the plate here. Throw coming in is offline, and Zachem will score.
Up easy. Great hit by John. Great hit by Clay Burke. John Zachem with the hustle around the bases from first all the way to home. Scores now 4-2 with 3 runs this inning. Now this is the Mountain Vista team we've been waiting for all tournament.
Definitely. We didn't see it yesterday, didn't really see much of it in the first game, and now here in the third inning, Vista's cracked open their offense yet again, scoring 3 runs and taking the lead here with still nobody out and a man on second base.
Because of this, it allows for people like Ben Cole, who's pitching on the defense, to relax a little bit and to throw more strikes. Because they have a nice, comfortable lead now.
Definitely. He can pitch the contact a little bit more, has some cushion to play with. We'll see Cooper Jamison come up to the plate. He got struck out looking on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. On deck, Zach Hoff. And in the hole will be Zach Paschke.
Still no outs with Clay Burke on second base. Third base coming in.
I think they're going to, looks like the infield corners are playing in. So I think they're anticipating a bunt maybe here from Jameson. Does not square around, watches that one in there for a strike.
Great curveball, a lot of movement. Started inside, now looking like a strike, and it curves in.
So it's in. Squares around to bunt, a good bunt, a good bunt, a good bunt, a good bunt. Looks like Check, check, 1 2 1 2, check, 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 1 2 1 2. Hello, Brandon.
Yeah, no, you're back.
We're back. All right, we do apologize for that. We were having some difficulties with the audio. We are back now. Hope to keep it back for you. Vista did score. Zach Paschke, woo, this one up around the dome of Stahl.
So what we missed is Cooper Jameson.
Zach Hoff.
Zach Hoff struck out. But then Zach Paschke pops up to deep center, allowing for Clay there. stall just with the walk. There's 2 outs now, 5-2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Up to bat, we have Sam Ireland.
Having any difficulties. Yeah. Ireland up to the plate now. He's singled and struck out. Pick off over to Saul, nearly get by the first baseman there.
Just all running.
Turns around and comes back, and it'll just be a throw over to the shortstop there. I think that was a design call there.
They say that Sam Ireland went.
Tipped it.
Oh, tipped it. Either way, it's 1 strike now, 2 outs. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Great hit right down the 3rd baseline, but picked well. And a great throw.
Ireland nearly beating that one out there. So Vista scores 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd.
That is more like Vista baseball.
What we're used to seeing there. It'll be a 5-2 game. We'll see Ben Cole come out to the mound. We do apologize that off of Heisler. And so we'll have a 2-1 count now to Heisler. As this one's popped up. Might be in play, but it'll just get foul. And so we'll have a 2-2 count now to Heisler. Do apologize for the technical difficulties here, just having some trouble with our computer. Producer Brandon is trying to figure it out, and I think we have fixed the problem. This one's low, so it'll be a 3-2 now to Heisler.
One out with nobody on base.
This one driven to right field. Jameson gonna track it down there.
Makes
and
a
makes
good
a good
read.
catch.
As that ball flew clear into the right field corner.
Like you said, Carter, was a good read there by Jameson. Tracked it down, recorded the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up number 23, Cade Kleckner. First pitch will be inside to Kleckner for ball one.
Kleckner batting at .288 this season with 12 RBIs. However, there is no one on base.
Rounded to shortstop Paschke. Good pickup and good play there by Paschke. Will retire Kleckner. So Pine Creek goes down 1-2-3 in the inning. Another solid inning there from Ben Cole, really proving his worth out there on the mound with his first start, especially against a very deadly Pine Creek lineup.
But at the start of the game, he looked a little shaky, a little nervous after his first, as it is his first varsity start. But he's looking good and confident now, and looking comfortable with what he's pitching.
Certainly is. He's had a couple of good 1-2-3 innings here. Only gave up 2 runs in the second. And like you said, Carter, that's where his hiccups were, but it looks like he's fixed it since then.
Mountain Vista looking more like Mountain Vista baseball in this past couple innings.
And it looks like we'll have a sub here. It'll be Kyle Moran coming in to pitch the ball game.
Gregory is a great pitcher, but he's just throwing exactly what Mountain Vista wanted and needed in order to get those 4 runs that past inning.
And it looks like at second base now will be number 17, Wilkinson.
Pitching now for Pine Creek is Kyle Moran. He's got an ERA of 2.8, sorry. However, has 1 loss under his belt and no wins. So we'll see if Mountain Vista can find his weakness, be able to penetrate it.
We'll have to go through the 4, 5, 6 guys to start off this inning. Grant McGill lead off, going 2 for 2 so far in this game.
What do you think Moran's goals are going into this inning right now?
I think he's just got to keep Vista on base. They haven't really hurt Pine Creek with the long ball like they typically do with most other teams. But they've really manufactured runs pretty well here with just collecting a couple base hits, stringing them together, and getting a few walks. So I think right now it's just keep them off base. Don't be too worried about the home run. Parker Gregory now playing left field for the Pine Creek Eagles. A little bit of shuffle around for Pine Creek here as McGill swinging on the first pitch, pops this one into right field. And he'll settle under it and record the first out of the inning. It was Jeremy Onkin out there in right, settling under that one. And so now Alessandro Aragon will step up 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch coming to him. Swung on and popped up again to right field. Onkin going to get under this one as well. And so 2 pitches and 2 outs here.
Almost identical at bats there. Seems as if Moran is trying to pound that off speed and hit that outside. That seems to be what Mountain Vista struggles with the most at bat.
So stepping in now will be John Zackham, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Scored twice in this game. First pitch to him right down the middle for strike one. I think that's kind of the unwritten rule, though, of you get your guys down on the first 2 pitches, you just watch that one go.
You don't want to get a 3-pitch inning for your team. That does not look very good, but now he's down 0-2 with another one right down the middle.
Looked like it was an off speed that time. Zach, I'm going to have to choke up here with a 0-2 count. 2 outs. Hits this one on the ground to the shortstop. Should be a pretty easy play for him. Fires over to first and retires the side. So a 1-2-3 inning there for Moran to come out of the bullpen. Good job by him. And leading off for Pine Creek would be Jake Danuski.
Great inning by Pine Creek, being able to keep Mountain Vista off the bases. Their speed allows them to steal as many bases as they can and get around in the scoring position, which really helps when they hit those singles.
So Ben Cole will come out for another inning of work here against Pine Creek. Settled him to 2 runs on 4 hits so far. Pair of walks also. Solid game overall for him, though. Can't really be too mad for his performance. Pine Creek as well as Rocky Mountain having a pretty long distance to travel here into downtown Denver, coming from Colorado Springs. So 2 long drives for both of those teams to get out here to play in the state tournament. Danusi 1 for 1 with a double on the day. It was a ball that was misjudged in right field by Jameson. Scored 2 runs for Pine Creek in the second. First pitch high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Cole. Swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch there. Looks like he just tipped that one. The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. A little bit of a delayed strike call there from the umpire, but it'll be 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch from Cole. Off speed, misses outside.
Danusi batting .400 this season. Only has 1 RBI in the season, but got 2 more today off that double.
Hit hard into the gap, and it looks like this one will drop for a hit. It'll be extra bases right off the bat. Hoff picking up this ball, and will hit the cutoff man Paschke. So another double here for Danusi in the bottom of the order.
Danusi making good contact. One right into the right field corner, and now left center. He's finding those deep gaps and able to get around the bases.
Evan Foucher stepping up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Reached on what was a base hitter error. They ruled it a hit, but it was off the glove of Sam Ireland. First pitch is swung on and popped up to center field. Hoff gonna drift back on this one and settles under it. Tagging up will be Danusi, and he'll make it to third easily.
Danusi now in scoring position.
Does his job there to advance the runner. And so now
Riley Cornelio is up to bat.
0 for 2 in this one with a fly out and a ground out.
Cornelio has 20 RBIs this season. Let's see if he can add another one.
Watches this one high for a ball.
Pine Creek needs to start getting some scores in as innings are starting to run down.
This one in there for a strike now, so it'll be a 1-1 count to Cornelio. Fouled back. Cornelio is kind of one of your not so typical first basemen. Usually you don't see a ton of first basemen with leadoff type of guy's speed, but Cornelio does have enough speed to be the leadoff hitter here for Pine Creek. We usually see those guys in left center or right field, even shortstop or second base. Typically don't see a first baseman, as this one will hit the gap and it'll drop for a hit.
Another run scores for Pine Creek, making the score 5-3.
So he does his job there, scores the run. And we'll see Coach Pav come out to the mound now to talk to Ben Cole.
That score is huge for Pine Creek as now they break the score down to 2. So you're in the top of the 5th inning, so they have 6th and 7th inning as well to try and get ahead. And Mountain Vista has to try and hold them off. They're going to keep Ben Cole in, see if he can hold off Pine Creek from scoring any more this inning. They got 1 out, runner on first. And up to bat, we have Kyle Moran, the pitcher.
Moran has grounded out and flown out in this one, both over to shortstop. Runner not going, in there for a strike.
Pine Creek batting their pitchers today. Just something you don't usually see because you want to try and rest their arm.
This one flown over to Paschke, and they'll throw over to first and get the double play.
Line drive right over to Paschke, doesn't even have to move. Runner on first, you couldn't do anything else. You're stuck, but gets Mountain Vista out of the inning. As now it is 5-3, going into the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off will be Clay Burke, 1 for 1 on the day with a sac bunt and a single. Having a solid day so far in this one. Probably a pretty consistent hitter here for Vista. Hasn't really hit for the power numbers like they were hoping he was. But certainly does get on base quite a bit. Hits the ball very, very solid, very hard. So stepping in now will be the designated hitter, Clay Burke. Watches the first one in there for a strike. Seven, 8, 9 due up here for Mountain Vista. And watches that one for another strike. So Burke down 0-2 now. And sees an off-speed pitch go outside and in the dirt. And not even close. The 1-2 pitch to Burke. Outside and low again for a ball.
Moran trying to get Clay to chase those outside pitches. He's also trying to hit that outside corner to get the call from the umpire. There's the outside pitch again for ball 3.
So Burke working the count full now with 3-2. With no outs. Standing on deck is Cooper Jameson. 3-2 offering, grounded down the line, foul.
Clay on top of it. See if Moran wants to try and throw that off speed again to catch him off guard.
So we'll do it again here, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul again down the third baseline.
Another changeup to get Clay Burke up in front of it.
So Burke now on his 8th pitch in the at-bat here. The 3-2 grounded to the shortstop. Easy pickup and over to first to get the first out of the inning. Cooper Jameson stepping up to the plate now, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. His single was a bunt in the 3rd inning that got between the pitcher and the 3rd baseman. First pitch to him, swung on and missed. Good off speed there to start him off. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. Under it is the second baseman Wilkinson, and he'll catch it to make the second out of the inning. So Vista down 2 outs already. Stepping in is the speedy Zach Hoff. He walked and struck out in this one. Came around to score in the 3rd inning. First pitch squaring around to bunt, pops a foul.
Vista seems to be struggling a little bit today with their bunts. So they're popping it up a lot. Every now and then they get a good one. Like
yeah, really the only good one we've seen was Cooper Jameson so far today. Just kind of getting under it too much. Watches that one for a ball, so the count will be 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Kind of a half-hearted swing there. Hits it to the second baseman, and he'll... Whoa!
Definitely outran that one, but the umpire sees differently and calls him safe. And calls him out.
I not
don't know
really,
about that one, yeah.
Don't really agree with that call too much, but...
Zach Hoff using his speed to get there, though.
So Vista ends the inning quietly, going down 1-2-3.
And again, we're here for the 6th inning stretch this time. So it's different every time.
Missed the 5th inning stretch by a half inning, so got to play it now at the top of the 6th here.
As it plays.
So now the left fielder now, Parker Gregory, will come up to the plate. Swing and a miss on that one. 0 for 2 with a fly out and an error. Did reach base on that error though. There's a chance to lead off the inning here and get some going for Pine Creek, down 2 runs. Popped up to right field. This one's carrying a little bit, but Jameson, he'll catch that one. Couldn't really see it from where we're standing. Kind of got behind the fence there.
Seemed to track
Caught
it
that
down
one for an out.
all the way to the fence. Great play by Cooper Jameson. Way to get over there.
First pitch popped up to left field. Alessandro settling under it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the game.
Ben Cole making them chase that high fastball in order for them to pop it up. Outfielders like that. Ben Cole pitching well today. It's his first varsity pitching debut. Looks good with 2 outs left going into the 6th inning, top of the 6th.
And we'll have Drake Logan up to the plate now. 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out in this game.
Pine Creek being aggressive at the plate, swinging at the first or second strikes.
The pitch to Logan popped up to center field. Hoff drifting under it and makes the catch. So another 1-2-3 inning for Ben Cole.
Both teams are playing very well defensively, allowing minimal scoring, although it is a lot more scoring than it was last game. But both teams are very evenly matched. That's why those 1-2-3 innings are so crucial for or against either team.
Kyle Moran coming out for another inning of work here. He has not given up a run. Pardon me. Zach Paschke come up as his first batter up this inning. Paschke's flown out, walked, and then had a sac fly. So it'll be top of the order here for Mountain Vista. Still up 2 runs. Definitely want to pad their lead, though. Still a tight ball game.
Anything can happen here tonight. So they definitely want to try and expand their lead here, especially in this 6th inning right here, so they can go to a comfortable 7th.
For sure. Likely going to see Ben Cole trot out there for the 7th inning as well, as the Vista hasn't had anyone up in the bullpen yet. Zach Paschke stepping in, as previously mentioned, 0 for 1 with a walk and a sac fly in this one. And the first pitch coming to him, squares around to bunt for a hit, watches that one for a ball. 1-0 pitch to him, swung on and hit high and deep to left field, carrying back, and this one is foul.
Oh man. That looked clean and it looked good.
That looked fair to us, but
may have hooked out from the right at the very end, but great contact by Zach Paschke.
pitch was hit high and deep. Third base coach over there trying to appeal to the home plate umpire. And definitely some frustration from the Vista side of things. Umpire took a while to rule that one fair foul. Goes a square around to bunt, and this one called a strike on the outside part of the plate. Yet again, another one of those
Paschke
hit or miss
not
calls.
happy about this.
No, not happy about that one at all.
Crowding the plate some, trying to get that outside corner.
The 1-2 pitch, fouled up and back. So Moran will try it again here with the 1-2. Outside and low, brings it even now, 2-2. This one up the middle, right past Moran for a base hit.
I mean, it's not the home run that Paschke wanted, but it's definitely beneficial for Mountain Vista.
I think he'll take that one and as the leadoff man there, and so it'll bring up the second baseman, Drew Stahl. Flown out and 2 walks to his name in this one. Stahl squaring around the bunt here, pulls it back.
Vista seeming to try to bunt it a lot this game.
They're really trying to play small ball here. A little more so than I think in most games we've seen them play.
They're trying to utilize their speed against this Pine Creek team.
Swung on and missed there by Stahl for strike 1. Back off over to first. Back easily is Paschke.
Oh, 2 pitch.
Paschke on the move. Pitch outside, and he'll be called out. Good throw there from the catcher. Diedrich nabs Paschke at second base.
Great throw by Dietrich. Able to catch someone as fast as Paschke. Very impressive. And now there's one out with a 1-2 pitch with no one on.
The 1-2 pitch to Stahl. Check to swing, and they say he went around there. Still no appeal over to first, and Stahl yet again not happy.
Twice that's happened to Drew Stahl now, where he thinks he held back, but the umpire calls him that he went.
No appeal again to the first base side, so definitely some frustration visible there with Stahl, as this one popped up straight up. Catcher Diedrich stepping under it and will make the catch and retire the side. So Vista goes down 1-2-3 into the bottom of the 6th. And Pine Creek has a good chance here. Need 2 runs to keep this one alive.
Last inning, top of the 7th, Mountain Vista up 5-3. What do you think Pine Creek is thinking right now?
With the 6, 7, 8 guys up, I think you need to get on base. You got Zach Heisler, who's quite possibly your best hitter on the team. But he's leading off, so I think it's not exactly the spot that you want him, but if you're looking for a leadoff guy, he's probably the guy that you want there. And then followed him is Cade Kleckner, who hasn't really done much, but certainly can get on base. And then Jake Janussi, my bad, who has 2 doubles already, so definitely a good chance here for Pine Creek with some guys that are hitting pretty well up.
Ben Cole looking to close this game out. Pitched all 7 innings so far.
Only at 71 pitches too, so
allowing
really,
6 hits and only 3 runs. That's impressive, especially as a sophomore up at this varsity level.
Certainly is. And it'll actually be the second baseman Wilkinson into the game. Came in for the second baseman Kyle Moran as he went out there.
Wilkinson batting .375, so definitely a good contact hitter.
The first pitch to him, ground ball to the second baseman Stahl. Picks it up and throws over to first to get the first out of the inning. Wilkinson pretty upset with himself there. He was swinging on the first pitch and grounds out to Stahl for the first out of the inning. Stepping in now, it'll be number 23, Cade Kleckner, 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out.
Vista's infield playing deep, trying not to let anything get by them. They can't afford any runs given.
Kleckner watches that one in there for strike 1. Good frame job there, I think, by McGill. We'll get that one, so it'll be an 0-2 count here to Kleckner. The 0-2 pitch popped up. This one's going to drop down. Jameson laying out for it, and it was just kind of hitting that Bermuda Triangle there where no one could really get to it.
Pine Creek needs to stay aggressive at the bat. They need to make good contact to try and get on the base. They can't afford to sit back and get into 0-2 pitches where Ben Cole can throw whatever he wants.
So stepping up now will be Jake Danussi, as 2 for 2 on the day with 2 hard-hit doubles off of Ben Cole. So we'll see how Cole pitches to him here with 1 out and a runner on first. First pitch, he'll watch that one in there for strike 1. Certainly the guy that Pine Creek wants up to the plate right now in Danussi. Second pitch to him is popped up. This one's going to drift out of play.
Zanussi now got the 0-2 on him. These guys protect the plate because they can't afford to lose him. Like you were saying, he's definitely a big impact on the team today.
Certainly is. And I think it'll be interesting to see here what Cole throws to him. I'd imagine we'll see him waste one. As this one is called ball.
Looked almost right down the middle, but no call. Umpire gives it a 1-2 count now as Vista fans are not happy about that.
And from up here, it certainly looked like it was over the plate, and he fouled off there. And judging from the reaction of the fans there, I think it was between the knees and the chest. Hard ground ball to shortstop Paschke. He doesn't pick it up cleanly, and so Danusi will reach first on an error.
Paschke not too happy about that, as that was a crucial play. Mountain Vista still on top though. They got one out. They're able to make double play anywhere in the field.
Evan Fochner up to the plate. And we'll have the third base coach, and it looks like they'll have a runner come out here for Danusi on first. He's the tying run out there on first base. One out here in the 7th inning.
Ben Cole just needs to try to keep the ball in the infield so they can try and roll up the double play.
And it looks like they do have a righty warming up in the bullpen for Mountain Vista. Faulkner with a sac fly and reached on a error earlier in this one.
Up to bat, we have Foucher. Batting a 308.
First pitch is roped into left field.
He's going to send second all the way home.
And throw's not going to even come to home here.
He's going to leave Jake Jones at second. So it's one score, 3-4. With runners on first and second. Grant McGill calls time to go talk to Ben.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good call here by the catcher McGill. Stahl as well coming out to talk to him. I think they're just going to talk about the situation here. The tying run is out there on second base with only one out in the inning. And they'll have the top of the order come up. It will be Cornelio. 1 for 3. Flew out, ground out, and a single. This one will be outside for a ball.
Just a tad outside. Ref's been calling that. Umpire's been calling that all day, but seemed to not want to call that one. Grant McGill framing on the outside.
That one for sure outside there, so it'll be 2-0 now.
Cornelio seems to be crowding the plate a little bit.
The 2-0 pitch in the dirt. Ball 3, 3-0 now.
Pitch. Cornelio's just going to sit and watch unless he really likes it. He's got the opportunity to bring home the tying run.
The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 now to Cornelio. Hitters count. The 3-1 pitch from Cole. Popped up right field.
Cooper Jamison right underneath
settling under it. Runner thinks about tagging, but he'll trot back to the base. And so now Pine Creek will be down to their final out here.
2 outs, runner on first and second.
Kyle Moran up to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day with a ground out and 2 flyouts and 2 outs. So he's got a big spot right here. Pine Creek down to their last out. They got some good speed there on second base for a chance to tie this one. First pitch from Cole. Swung on and hit. Right field. Jamison drifting back and makes the catch, and Mountain Vista has moved on. They do it. Ben Cole, the sophomore, in his first start, goes a complete game, giving up 4 runs on 8 hits. What a game by Ben Cole.
He's able to hold them out, which is so crucial.
Great game there by Ben Cole. We saw the Mountain Vista bats finally return in this one. And
yeah, it was
a great
really,
game.
Really nice to see Mountain Vista return, as they will play the winner of Arapahoe at Heritage, who play at 3 p.m. in All City Stadium. They will play on May 26th.
So they got 4 days off here. That gives them just enough time to get Sam Ireland as well as Liffrig and Cole back. So should be interesting to see who gets the start for that one.
I was definitely having some flashbacks from last year.
Yeah,
when Liffrig was pitching and the ref wouldn't give him the strike. But glad that Ben Cole could pull that one out.
2 great wins here from Vista. We'll move them on to next week. And we thank you for joining us here today, watching 5A baseball. I'm Jack Schauer here with Carter Field, and we'll see you next week.